Is there any addenda to the agenda?
No, sir, nothing else to add tonight.
All right, I guess I need to say a quick, invocation too. Dear Lord, if you, would like to thank you for this opportunity to serve the city of Anderson, help us make wise decisions for the city of Anderson and the people of Anderson. Also, I'd like to thank you for the brief amount of sunshine we had yesterday. Can we please have some more? Ask this in your name, amen. All right, let's go straight into public hearings. AA 1901, a request for a variance from accessory structure setback requirements of 416 Moultrie Square.
The applicant is requesting a variance from accessory building setback requirements for his property at 416 Moultrie Square. The property is actually a duplex residence at this time. The applicant is seeking to place a large carport structure on the left rear portion of his property. So this is Moultrie Square coming around. This is essentially where his house sits. He would like to put the building in this back, looking from the road back left corner of the property. He is seeking to put it 3 feet off this side property line and then 1 foot off the rear property line. This here, when you look at it, actually looks like it's a buildable lot. It's got a lot of trees on it, but it is actually part of the road right of way. As you can see here, it's included with the road here. And so, by rule, we have to treat this as a front yard, which means it would have to meet the front yard building setbacks of 25 feet. Whereas if this was a buildable lot, he would be able to put it 3 feet off this side property line. And so, he's also seeking to move it slightly further back on the property. He is required to keep it 3 feet off the rear property line, and he is asking for approval to place it just 1 foot from the rear property line. Essentially, the driveway runs down the side here, and he's looking to put it at the very back of that driveway, hence pushing it back a little bit on the property. The structure itself, it is a large structure. You have a carport building. You have another open shed type structure on the side, and then an enclosed shed type structure on the other side of the building. So you basically, the driveway will be here, and then those sort of wings on either side of it. And so, based on this, what he is seeking would be a 2-foot setback variance along the rear line and a 22-foot setback variance along the left-hand side of his property. Again, finding of facts. We do find that it meets findings of facts A, B, C, and D. For A, the right-of-way issue is unusual and unique to his property. Without this right-of-way in place, the building would be legally located 3 feet from this line. We feel that that is something that is unique to his property. For C, the proposed location is at the end of the driveway. The applicant would need to add additional impervious surface on the site to extend the driveway if the structure were to be located elsewhere. And D, we do not feel that approval would be detrimental to the surrounding neighborhood. We are recommending approval of the request based on these findings. Happy to answer any questions that you have for staff. The applicant is not present tonight. He is out of town on a family emergency, he informed me. So.
Okay, any questions for staff?
You had any complaints or anything, or any comment?
I had one call yesterday about the situation. It was less about the structure itself and the variance than the fact that the condition of the yard and basically let's call it junk in the yard that they would like to see cleaned up. We have talked with our code enforcement staff. They went out yesterday and took some pictures of it. There is some material out there that we can write him a courtesy summons for, which we will do probably early next week, try to get that cleaned up, but that's the only call that I received.
Jeff, why does he, I understand the side setback, why does he need the rear setback?
I think just because the length of the driveway where it is, he's looking to put that structure right at the very end of the driveway. And so, due to the size of it, that would place it 1 foot off the line. My original concern that I addressed with him was the drainage issue. Concerns about dumping water on the property. That's why we have the setback in the first place. But the structure will be placed this way, so the rain will really come off the sides of the building with the slope roof rather than to the back. We've talked about maybe a little ditch at the back to help direct water away from the neighboring property, or putting a gutter on the building so that it will collect any water coming off the back.
And he's okay with that?
Yes.
I mean, on your foot, you're not gonna have a whole lot of room for a ditch.
Right, but we talked ditch, we talked gutter, he seemed to be fine with both of those scenarios. And we can make that a condition of any approval if the board does grant approval.
Any more questions for staff?
So the back side of this is closed, right?
The backside of this one here is closed in, the backside of this is closed in, this side appears to be open all the way through. It's, this drawing up above.
And is there a fence in between that back?
There is not, there is. This is the house to the rear. There is a shed here already. There's some trees in the back, but this is, other than those trees that are there, it appears to be open between the properties. But the property slopes down from behind him, so the house behind him is a higher elevation than this would be.
So it'll be backing up to that other shed?
Right, it'd be kind of right in this area right here.
Is that shed there leaving?
I do not know.
Is that shed here?
Well, it goes with that property. He is the owner of the duplex property, so.
So that's on the other side of the duplex, on the same property?
It is on the same property as the
It's on this side right here, and he wants to put it on right there.
Oh, right beside it.
Right.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So, this other building is probably right in here now.
So you're gonna have to move it.
He may have to move it, yes. This, of course, this is not the scale, so,
Right.
the footprint I had there for the building may be too large.
Put the picture back up. What did you say about cleaning up? Is that, I don't understand the lot next to it. You said it looked like it could be a lot, but it's not.
But I'm just saying, if you were driving down there visually, this is the right of way that we're talking about, the property that is part of that public right of way. And so it looks like a building lot instead of right of way because it's overgrown, it's got trees on it rather than being cleared like most right of ways would be. So, but the property that you're looking at right here is that section that is the public right of way identified on the parcel map.
Is that for future road or intended to be a road or what?
There is no intention to ever build a road there that I'm aware of, because it really wouldn't have any place to go, because there's houses behind it. So I don't know, I mean, it was probably, deeded with it at one point in time, but like several areas where right of ways were dedicated that never became a road and will never become a road, I think this is the same situation.
The city on
It is actually a state road,
it?
Moultrie Square, so.
He almost said about getting all over from the state. You'll all have to.
Any discussion amongst the board? Or, anybody wanna make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, do you wanna add on having the gutters or anything, or?
Well, the way that the roof is, I mean, it's a gutter with,
Unless they just shot it to the front or something, yeah,
I mean, it looks like
Yeah.
it's close to running the other.
yeah,
Runs to the sides instead of to the back.
okay, all right, well, I mean,
Awesome.
all right, so we have a motion to approve as is, and a second, all in favor say aye. All opposed, like sign, all right, it is approved. All right, and, I believe you said we have some other
Well,
stuff we
do
need to
the
take care
minutes.
of.
We need to approve the minutes from last month.
Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot to do that. Everybody have a copy of the minutes from last month. Do we have any additions or corrections? We have a motion to approve. Okay, motion and a second.
Second.
All right, they are, all in favor say aye. All opposed, like sign. All right, minutes are approved, and you said there was something else, some new business.
Just about the board training, again, we have a few members who need to do the orientation training, and then we will be doing, we're trying to schedule for the end of March. And then we need to schedule some time to do our annual 3 hours of training, which will probably break into a couple of blocks of time, unless the board would prefer to do it all at once. And so I just wanted to inform you that that'd be coming up, and, look for something in the mail about that when we get a date and time.
Okay. All right. If there are no new business, we have a motion to adjourn. A second? All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
It's like
We're adjourned.